What's going on, guys? Today I kind of wanted to talk about cars and how they can really affect your life and how they affected my life and how they just really changed my whole view on everything pretty much. So yeah, hopefully you guys can stick around, hopefully you enjoy this. Cars really weren't a thing in my life really heavily until I was about 17. I really never, I liked cars and I knew cars in general, went to car shows when I was a kid. But I never really had interest in them. I was very into sports when I was younger. And then I got my first car when I was 16. And that really was really different for me because I was so used to, getting drove around by everybody. My parents dropped me off, go here, or, friends' parents, whatever. But then I had my first car and I could drive myself. I drove myself to golf practice, I drove myself to school. And I really enjoyed being behind the wheel by myself and being in control of this machine. And it was really cool, and it kind of was, that's I think what kind of changed my perspective on everything, was just being in control of something and having it it's your own. And I had my first car for a few months, and then I got my second car, and it was a little quicker, and I really started getting into the cars. It was supercharged, so I was on YouTube, on Google. I was just researching every single thing I could about these cars. And again, because the car, you buy it, you can drive it, it's your own, you can just get in it and go. And now I had an alright job, so I was, for a kid, part-time job, and I'm looking into buying car parts. And that really was man, I could get used to this. And I started researching about every single car, started looking at all the specs, the stats, and everything, what every part of a car meant and how it works. And I'm working at a grocery store, and I'm something doesn't seem right to me now. So I'm working at a grocery store, and I'm junior in high school. I really have no clue what I want to do, but I have this car, and it really makes me happy. So I had that car, my dad and I, we did a few modifications on it, all this stuff, and we were bonding a lot because my dad used to be in cars like crazy when he was my age. He had so many cars, he used to drag race all the time. And to me that was really cool because I was helping him relive what he used to like to do, but he's doing it with me now, and to me that was really cool. So I've stuck with it. It's just, when you find something you like, you stay with it. All my friends none of my friends were into cars, and now all of my friends are into cars. It's just crazy how your lifestyle changes. And I got the GTO, and by the time I had the GTO, I was pretty familiar. You could basically pick a car way down the road and look at it and be yep, it's got this motor, this is what it does, this is how much it costs, this is the specs on the wheels, and all this stuff. And it's just amazes me how in that time, I was 18 when I got the GTO, but in those short 2 years, my whole life changed, and my lifestyle changed dramatically. I worked at an express lube at a Chevy dealer. Never would I've ever thought that would have been my job, never. Worked there for a year and a half at a dealership. It was the best. I learned so much. And you're just you just take in everything that you're doing. It's insane to me how far I've come in the car world. To me, I'd rather go home after work and sit in the garage and work on my cars or detail my car or something. And I never would have thought that because before I was so set on going home, being with friends, being with sports. I never would have imagined that I'd be this deep into the cars. That's just how like the car community is, though. You know, you bash one guy, you bash another guy, and in the end you end up being best friends with the guy. Like my buddy who's got the Cobra, we used to hate each other in high school, and now we both, like, he had a Grand Am and I had my Grand Prix, and we started talking because we, you know, into cars, and now we, you know, he's got a Cobra and I have a GTO, and we're pretty much really, I mean, we're really good friends. The car community is so great. I'm so thankful for it. It's just, it's the feeling you get when you're behind something that you really enjoy. It's, I mean, it doesn't have to just go for cars in general. When you find something that you really enjoy, it's so worth it. It's totally worth it. And this kind of goes for my motto that I've been going by for a few years. I really keep it to myself. I don't really let anybody hear it. But it's just leave them speechless. I always say that because when I want to do something, I want to do it for myself, and I want to make them, like, when people watch me, I want them to have no words. Like, I want them to know that I enjoy what I do, and I do it well enough to where they just can't say anything. And with that, guys, I thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was pretty long, and I usually don't do videos like this, but I just wanted to get it out there and let you know. Guys, make sure you leave them speechless. Thanks for watching.